Hi everyone, I'm Alister. I'm part of the Run the Wild trail running crew, and I'm out here in Interlaken, well just above Interlaken as you can see. It's a beautiful morning after some very heavy rain, so the last couple of weeks have been quite tough in terms of getting up to go running first thing. So I'm here to share a couple of tips with you from my perspective about what works well for me, and part of what motivates me to get out even when the mornings are cold, dark and wet. So I'm sure we can all attest to that in winter, even out here in the Alps. So my kind of main tip is that for the last few years I've treated the winter months as more of a maintenance period. So 6 odd weeks of really bringing the mileage down, sticking to very low intensity, kind of zone 1, zone 2 work, and very much concentrating on taking deep rhythmic breaths, primarily in and out through the nose, and that really means cutting down on the pace and coming up hills like this morning. Really means cutting it back, and I find that's really useful for several reasons. First of which is that it allows the body to relax. Often the rest of the year is quite intense with, you know, some training periods, some more intense workouts, and also some of the guiding where we do, you know, multiple days in our Mont Blanc tour, for instance. And it does wear the body down over time, and that's when you can start feeling a few injuries, dare I say it, as I get a bit older. These things are more of a risk. So I find that just taking this sort of time out where I've got no real expectations of the run, they're just to be out, enjoying freedom of movement, to be out in nature, just to be breathing, feeling good about just being active. And it's also a time where I can psychologically kind of allow things to calm down and just enjoy that without thinking through training plans or thinking forward to any races. So I just find that's a really nice period, and then when it comes round to sort of springtime, I feel I'm ready to kind of maybe switch it up a little bit or focus on a race, you know, in normal years anyway, and really be able to hit the ground running, so to speak, for the rest of the year. So that's really one of my main tips, and it's also good if you've got another lower impact activity. It might be cycling, it might just be a core workout, or, you know, time on the weights, or a hangboard if you're into climbing. That kind of thing can just be nice to maybe not run or run a bit shorter and do a bit of that as well. The motivation, just when it's cold, wet and dark in the morning. At the moment I've got quite an intense sort of day job, and I don't really get much time during the day, so if I don't get out in the morning, it's probably not going to happen, or it's going to be late at night, and that's not really great. And it's just this time in the morning, as you can see behind me. So I'm almost home, coming down from the Harde Combe where I was earlier, showing the view from on high, and the sun is already starting to creep along the mountain tops behind me. So thanks for listening. Hope this has been helpful, and hope you've all staying fit and healthy and well as can be at the moment, and we look forward to seeing you out here when the time is right. So keep running, keep dreaming, and keep exploring those places.